Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Newsday, your digital news with Ali Mishra. So in this video, we're going to discuss about the Sonam Wangchuk. Let's start the video.
Ladakh, a high altitude land where winters are harsh, summers are brief, and resources are precious. In recent years, a movement has been gathering momentum here for autonomy, constitutional protection, and respect for local identity. At the heart of this movement stands one man, Sonam Wangchuk, engineer, educator, environmental innovator, and activist. This is his story from humble beginnings through decades of struggle to his arrest amid a political storm.
Sonam Wangchuk was born on 1st September 1966 in Alchi in the district of Leh of what was then the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
His village had no school, so he did not attend any formal school until about age 9.
His mother taught him basic literacy and numeracy in their local language before then.
At age 9, he was taken to Srinagar for schooling. As a child coming from a remote village, he faced language difficulties, social alienation, and discrimination in school, sometimes being misunderstood for seeming quiet or slow simply because he could not follow the dominant language environment. In 1977, frustrated by environment in school and feeling isolated, he made his way alone to Delhi to appeal to a school principal to admit him.
He earned bachelor's in mechanical engineering from the National Institute of Technology at Srinagar.
Later, he also studied earth and architecture, a discipline combining traditional sustainable building methods at the Crater School of Architecture in Grenoble, France. From early on, Wangchuk was concerned with mismatch between the formal education system, often imported from other regions, and ecological, cultural, and economic realities of Ladakh. 1988, soon after graduation, he and a few of his peers launched SECMOL, the student educational and cultural movement of Ladakh, designed to reform education in Ladakh in ways more relevant to local needs. Over time, SECMOL experimented with alternative schooling model, teacher training, hand-on vocational training, and community involvement. He also edited a Ladakhi magazine, Ladakh's Melong, from 1933 to 2005. He became an advisor to the Ladakh Hill Council government on educational and tourism policy and worked in drafting vision documents such as Ladakh 2025 for regional development. Contributions in environment and water. One of his most notable innovations is the Ice Stupa project, an artificial conical ice structure built in winter to store water in frozen form, which slowly melts in late spring summer, supplying water for agriculture in dry months.
Wangchuk gained recognition not within Leh but also national and internationally as an inventor, educator, and a voice for the sustainable development.
Thus, Wangchuk's life is rooted in Ladakh's geography, culture, constraints, and aspirations. He is widely respected in his region, though also controversial in certain quarters for his outspoken activism.
To understand why Wangchuk arrest matter, we must see the broader issue and long-standing demand, rising tension in Ladakh.
In August 2019, the Government of India abrogated Article 370, the special status accorded to Jammu and Kashmir, and recognized the region. Jammu and Kashmir was a split. Ladakh was a separate union territory without its own legislature. That change meant Ladakh would be governed directly by the central government through a lieutenant governor, rather than having a locally elected government, as a Kashmir had. Many locals saw this as a loss of autonomy and control over local affairs, such as land resources, jobs, and cultural protection.
Key demands of Ladakh protest.
And Kargil Democratic Alliance (KDA) and civil society have put forward several demands over the year. First, statehood for Ladakh. Make Ladakh a full-fledged state rather than a union territory to give local people more power and representation. Second, constitutional protections. Many demand inclusion under the 6th schedule of Indian Constitution, which is designed to protect tribal area, especially in the northeast. Under the 6th schedule, local autonomous councils have more protection over land, resources, customary laws, etc.
Over time, repeated hunger strikes, march, protests, and delegations to the central government were organized to press these demands.
Let's talk about the turning point of 2025 protests. In 2025, tensions intensified. Protests were already ongoing. On 24 September, demonstration in Leh turned violent. Protesters torched BJP office, set fire to vehicles, damaged government property, and clashed with police and security forces. The state responded with curfew, mobile internet shutdown in Leh, and allegations of mob violence. According to official sources, at least 4 protesters died and dozens were injured in police firing during the unrest. They were acting in self-defense, and that security forces sustained injuries as well. Thus, the protesters moved from largely in violent modes, marches, fasting, negotiation, to a moment of escalation, burning stone, peddling clashes, and become the backdrop for the arrest.
Now, what's the role of Sonam Wangchuk in the protests and agitation? Let's discuss now.
Sonam Wangchuk has been a central visible figure in Ladakh movement. His activism, hunger strike, and leadership have made him both a symbol and a catalyst. In March 2024, Wangchuk has started a fast unto death demanding constitutional safeguard Sixth Schedule, and measures to protect Ladakh from industrial mine projects. Around that period, he also initiated a 21 days climate fast and broader calls for statehood.
In September 2025, Wonchuk joined the 35 Day of Hunger strike, which is launched by Leh Apex Body.
In late 2024, he and his supporter attempted a Delhi Chalo March, foot march from Ladakh to Delhi to press their demands. However, Delhi police detained them at the Singhu border on 30 September, releasing them 2 days later. He has also been vocal publicly, writing speeches, giving media interviews, mobilizing youth support, and bringing national attention to Ladakh's grievances. His participation highlighted the momentum of the local movement. On 23 September, just before violence, 2 people fasting alongside him collapsed. In responses, LAB-affiliated youth called for shutdown in Leh. The next day, protesters gathered in large number, around 7,500 was mentioned in report at the protest site. As the crowd massed, tensions escalated. Some protesters moved to government offices, threw stone and caused fires. The government contends that Wonchuk's speech and platform initiated the crowd. Authorities allege he used provocative language, referencing Arab Spring or Nepal-Bangladesh protests, and thus helped spark unrest. The Ladakh DGP S.D. Singh Jamwala had claimed investigation will explore a possible link to Pakistan, saying that Wonchuk and the Pakistan PIO were in touch, and that his protest platform ongoing government discussions about 6th schedule status. Investigators also claimed that planning and coordination were done beforehand, and that Wonchuk attempt to violate peace and law order by his hunger protest platform.
In short, Wonchuk's role was both operational and symbolic. And how he was arrested. On 26 September 2025, Sonam Wonchuk was arrested by Indian police in Leh. Just before the conference he was to address.
The arrest was made under the National Security Act, which allowed preventive detention to maintain public order or national security. Authority says he was under the charge of initiating violence through provocative statement and for contributing to the unrest. The Ministry of Home Affairs had earlier revoked the FCRA Foreign Contribution Regulation Act license of his NGO, SECMOL, alleging financial irregularities, meaning the NGO could no longer receive foreign funding. The arrest was carried out under tight security, and soon after, Wonchuk was shifted far away to Jodhpur Central Jail in Rajasthan, over 1,000 km from Ladakh.
Authorities have put forward several claims and justification. Let's talk about
First, incitement and provocative speech. The government says Wonchuk's speeches and public platform inflamed the crowd, encouraging the violence and arson. Second, sabotaging negotiation processes. The DJP claims Wonchuk was undermining ongoing talk between the government and local bodies on the 6th schedule, thereby delaying peace resolution. The third one, foreign Pakistan link. Officials are reported probing alleged connections to Pakistan or foreign actor. A Pakistan PIO was arrested and alleged to have been in touch with him. Visit history to foreign countries like Bangladesh and Pakistan are cited. Fourth, financial irregularities, FCRA violation. The government claims that NGO violated FCRA rule. These are cited as justification to cancel their license. Fifth, public order, law and order. Given the violent protest, the government claims his detention is necessary to prevent further escalation and maintain peace.
Wonchuk and his supporters strongly denied all the charges and saying it's a fake propaganda of BJP.
He says he never supported violence, that his movement was peaceful, and that the government is targeting him to silence dissent. He called the revocation of SECMOL FCRA license and overreach and a punitive instrument. He has remarked that putting him in jail might actually galvanize the movement rather than weaken it. The cancellation of SECMOL's FCRA license seriously impacted its ability to receive funds and operate. His transfer to Jodhpur is held under tight security in a facility far from his home region. Some interpreted the move as an attempt to isolate him from local protest and support. His arrest has triggered pushback from opposition parties, civil society groups, human rights observers, and environmental activists. Many have voiced concern about use of NSA, intimidation of dissent, and suppression of regional demand. Why was he arrested? To understand the why behind his arrest, we need to look at deeper political strategy and symbolic dimensions. First, silencing a charmistic leader. Wonchuk is more than a protest leader. He is a symbol. Arresting him is likely aimed at weakening the morale, disrupting coordination, or discouraging mass mobilization. And escalation. After violent protest, fire, clashes, casualty, government often clamp down on leader to reassert, control, and deter further disturbance. Third, control narrative. By accusing him of violence, foreign links, the authority can shift the narrative, portraying the protest as manipulated or extremist, rather than indigenous and legitimate. Fourth, political consideration, statehood, autonomy, and regional control. The government may have strategy reasons to resist granting full statehood or 6th schedule status. A strong popular movement threatens to force their hand. Arresting leader delays momentum by time or weakens bargaining power. Fifth, use of draconian law. to deter dissent. The invocation of NSA and cancellation of NGO license are strong tools. Using them signals seriousness, warns others, and broadens legal levers against protesters. 6. Regional implication and central control. Ladakh holds strategic importance. Border with China, security concern. The central government may be especially sensitive to dissent or instability here. Asserting control over the region's leadership could be seen as important to maintain central command. Thus, his arrest is not just about the immediate violence, but about controlling a broader movement, shaping regional politics, and influencing the future relationship between Ladakh and central state.
After listening whole issue, what are your opinions? Let me know in comment section. And thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for more detailed videos. Bye bye.